I'm back. Rodrans for Black and White Sports. Let's talk about the king of virtue signalers, LeBron James. That's right. He has founded a new movement called More Than a Vote. And they've got 3 particular initiatives part of this. And he came out with a little tweet. At the end, he said, hashtag Black Lives Marxist. Yep. LeBron James, who refuses to keep his politics and his basketball separated, except when it comes to speaking out against China, which he loves to suckle from the teat of. More Than a Vote Coalition, started by LeBron James. Is that anything like the Not Effing Around Coalition from Bedwetter B or Taskmaster X? What is that guy's name in the black militia? Who the hell knows? He don't know how to chamber around. I know that. Released an open letter addressing black voter suppression during the COVID-19 pandemic and had a call to action. The most important thing you all need to know is black voters matter more than ever. All voters matter. The biggest cities and the most critical states in this election have incredible, vibrant black communities. Now that I absolutely am sure of. Detroit, Philadelphia, Charlotte, Miami, Milwaukee, Atlanta. Not surprisingly, because these black voters have so much influence, they will be more aggressively targeted by forces of suppression. That is an absolute false narrative. Good God. Many in power who oppose our fight for change believe it is easier to cancel one of our votes than to find a new vote of their own. You need to know this and understand how it works. He goes on to virtue signal about the COVID-19 virus. Now look, no doubt, COVID-19 has hit black Americans extremely hard. It has. The numbers show that. Now, he is saying More Than a Vote details is having safe, socially distanced voting precincts since death rates from the coronavirus for black Americans are higher than white Americans. So let me get this straight, LeBron James. While people are doing this, King Kong in the trunk. King Kong. Yeah, while people are out there doing that, dancing around, protesting 60,000 deep in some cities, you are wanting to now use the coronavirus as a method of influencing the election? Is that what I'm getting? People are supposed to take the coronavirus serious now? Are you joking? You've got to be kidding me. We have sat back for months and watched all these people in the streets, but wait a minute, I forgot. The coronavirus floats down the street, and when it gets to the peaceful protesting, aka burning the entire city down, when it gets to those people, it just splits and goes right around everybody. I forgot. That's also what CNN thinks, too. I suspect you watch a lot of it. I bet you're familiar. The second is systematic abuse of political power to make voting more difficult. What? The systematic abuse of political power to make voting more difficult. The group cites the long lines in Georgia for primaries, which is what initially spurred James to found More Than a Vote. Let me understand this correctly. So you think, because let's be honest, you're talking to, you think, Democratic voters, because it's most Democrats that support your Black Lives Marxist movement. Are you literally saying that black Americans are too lazy to stand in line and won't wait in line to vote? Look, I don't care. Let me make this perfectly clear. If you're white, black, Indian, Native American, or Asian, if you're too damn lazy to stand in line like everybody else in America to vote, then maybe you shouldn't vote. You should be proud to have the right to vote, provided you legally qualify. And I don't think steps for more voting convenience is great for everybody, LeBron James, including Trump supporters. Including Trump supporters. You made it clear you're not talking to anybody. This is all about Donald J. Trump. Black Lives Matter is all about socialism and getting rid of Donald J. Trump. It's a political movement. It's not got to do with the color of skin. I assure you, smart Americans, including smart black Americans, LeBron James, know this, and they are now speaking out against your little Marxist parade movement you've got going on. Okay, now, the issue includes underfunding the USPS of a massive mail-in voting number. Okay, I am saying this right here, right now. The only way in hell that racist Joe Biden can win this election, Joe, you ain't black Biden. Joe, you all think the same Biden. Joe, my best friend is Robert Byrd from the KKK Biden. The only way he can beat Donald J. Trump is by voter fraud. Period. And y'all are working this mail-in voting angle right now because y'all are starting to panic. The polls are starting to close in more and more. And when you start seeing mainstream polls close in more and more on Joe Biden, you remember Hillary was leading every poll known to man? Remember that? And then got the doors blown off of her. Got the doors blown off of her. Okay, what could possibly happen? I mean, it's not like a dead cat could get a ballot or anything. It is not like ballots could come in from dead people or anything like that. That wouldn't happen, right? Oh, it could happen, and that's exactly what you are counting on. Y'all are desperate. Y'all are desperate to get Trump out. Here you are, virtue signaling again. Here we go. The third is deliberately lying and misinforming black voters. You mean like the leftist mainstream media who has been blowing smoke up black Americans' asses for as long as I can remember about the systematic racism and being oppressed? And about their circumstances keeping them from going out and get educated and learning a trade? You can't do that. You can't do that. You're black. You live in the hood. You're not able to get educated or learn a trade. Do you know how many black Americans I know that have given the double middle finger to that exact narrative? I mean, who could possibly influence that? Oh, Black Lives Matter. Oh, LeBron, you're wearing one of their shirts. Isn't that convenient? Isn't that convenient? So, LeBron James continues to look like an idiot. And it's funny. LeBron James is wildly obsessed with race all of a sudden. He is wildly obsessed with race. As Donald Trump hooked black colleges up for years and years so they don't have to keep going back to the White House to get funds. He said, let's not do that. As Donald Trump got rid of the Joe Biden crime bill, which, good God, locked up I don't know how many black Americans forever. A bill so bad, Bill Clinton apologized for it. Again, see, Joe Biden is racist. And you guys are starting to freak out. On the left, LeBron James, you're out there with your leftist t-shirt, pulling your shirt apart. Dude, shut up. You can throw this out, but you can't mention the execution of a 5-year-old kid because he didn't fit in the CNN or MSNBC's narrative. And by the way, it took CNN 3 days to cover Kenneth Hinton's death. It did. They didn't run the story till midnight on Friday after a social media campaign took over the United States the day before. They were forced to run one little story on the website. You haven't mentioned his name still. And I will continue to bring that up. Tell me what you think, black and white sports fans. Is LeBron James right? Is there voter suppression? Maybe LeBron's onto something. Or maybe LeBron is full of dog. Peace. I'm out till next time.